Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. In this video we are carrying on with the botanical, but we're going tranquility. We're going calming, zen vibes. And we're going to try putting some plastic plants in resin. Hope they don't melt. Let's go. So I am using this silicone mould, ideal for coasters. They are petri dishes. They're quite deep. Now you would have seen these in previous videos. Sometimes I cut them up. Sometimes I still have, I have them left together. I haven't chopped these yet, but they're perfect if you want to make deep pours, not necessarily coasters, because we all saw my last video. The deeper the coaster, the harder it is. Your mug's just going to fly off. I've got these botanical-ish watercolor tattoos. They're really pretty. They come in a huge pack like this, and I actually bought them from Amazon. Again, I'll link them below. There's a lot of tattoos in there that I won't necessarily use myself. Butterflies, feathers, unicorns. Probably won't use a lot of them, but there are some very cool ones in there too. So I took out the 3 pink ones. I think it's like a cherry blossom, like a Japanese vibe, which really gave me that tranquil, meditative feeling. I hope I'm making sense. I do tend to waffle. So here you see me just adding in that mica powder, making sure that it's really, really stirred in. I'm using the pink from Resin Pro. Beautiful. It gives such a gorgeous pearly result. But again, because the top of what you can see now is going to be the top of the coaster, you don't get the full effect of that pearl. It's when you flip it out that you really see the results. But I've poured my resin in. I'm not filling these molds up at all, so I will be talking about how to finish these off when you have a deep mold but you're only filling them halfway. The edges get sharp, so I'm gonna show you what I did as well. I'm just giving them a quick blast with a heat gun. Now this is Vista Turbo resin, which means it cures in 5 hours, so this is just 3 hours later. They are ready for the tattoos, same as what you've seen in all of my recent videos. Just apply the tattoos in the same way as which you would to your skin. If you're watching this for the first time, you've never met me before, hello. These are temporary tattoos that you buy for your skin. They work perfectly with resin and you can place them on as you see me doing here. So I'm making sure this time that I absolutely saturate that paper, because in the previous video you would have seen I accidentally ripped the tattoo. So this time I was being really, really careful, because the tattoos are small and there's not much room for forgiveness. So I really made sure I wet them. And after I did this, I left them to dry about half an hour. I do sometimes use my dry cloth. I just dab them over with a dry cloth. But I tried it and I got a little bit of fluff. So I decided to just let them dry naturally, and I gave it about half an hour. So here you see I've just peeled the papers off the back. The one on the left you can see has got some gold foil. I actually did start doing gold foil, and then I thought, no, tattoos first, Claire, tattoos first, otherwise they might not stick over that foil. So here you see me just adding some foil. This was honestly, this gold foil that I've bought recently, it just comes out in these clumps, and when the one time you actually do want your foil to fly all over the place, it wasn't doing it for me. But here you see I'm just putting some in, dabbing it around, and the next layer of resin is just going to be a super thin pour, mainly because now I'm going to be putting in the plastic plants. Now these plastic plants are just little bits from a massive one that I've got hanging in my living room. I'm not very good with house plants, guys. One thing to learn about me, I'm not good. I mean, the plastic ones barely survive, you know what I mean? Like, I got this gorgeous long trailing hanging plant from my garden centre way before COVID, and I just looked at it again the same way I did with the pampas grass and thought, oh, I wonder if plastic plants can go in resin, and we're gonna find out. So here I am just adding a few more stones, because I really felt at this point it was screaming Japanese zen, calming vibes, meditation, all of that. and I thought these stones would also set it off. So these stones have really come in handy. At this point, I asked my patrons, what word should I put in? Because I felt like it needed a little something something. I did choose the word breathe, and this is in the font. Let me look. Annie Lou. Annie Lou? Yeah, Annie Lou. This is in the font Annie Lou. Really lovely. Lou spelled L-E-U. And yeah, definitely one of my favourites. I've started writing down all of the fonts that I find on my Cricut that I really like, and I feel like I will return and use again in the future. So there you see me just transferring them on. Again, I didn't go into too much detail on it. And this is the top coat. This is the final coat, top coat. The coaster, the mould is only half full. So yeah, I was really trying to think of how I was going to finish these off. If you do resin, you will know that because this is a deep mold and I'm only half filling it, my edges are going to be sharp. My edges are going to be raised because resin shrinks. And yeah, I was really toying with the idea of either taking them out and top coating them, or doing what I decided to do instead. And I love the results. Like, I haven't created something new here, guys. Like, I feel like I've created something new here, like a new look, but I'm pretty sure it's out there. And yeah, so it was a combination between too lazy to top coat and thinking I could get a better finish if I just use my craft blade. So what I did was I got my craft blade and I decided to just really gently carve off those sharp edges. And that's when I thought, wait, if I take off more, like if I take off a lot of those edges and go deeper, I will get this almost flat edge where, here you go, you see me go deeper. I ended up with this lovely flat edge, and I thought, now this would look cool in gold. Hear me out. I didn't know what I was going for. I just knew I was taking the lazy route. The lazy route for me is often the best route. I didn't want to top coat. This has already been like 3 days, and yeah. So this is what I did. I did all 3 of them in this chunk. I took out chunks from the edge. You can see me here. I'm literally going for it. And yeah, I got my gold pen out. So here are a couple close up. The one on the right is definitely my favourite. It's got the biggest, chunkiest leaf in there, and I really love it. I don't know if you can see the edge at this point, but oh my goodness me. So I actually used my Deco Colour Gold pen. Here you see. Now you can really see where I took the edge off and created this, what did I create? This flat edge coming in and almost encasing. So yeah. I hope you can see the effect. I didn't plan this, by the way, guys. I didn't think, oh, I'm going to create a coaster that looks like it's been encased in metal. I just wanted to try it out. And I figured if I like it, then you will know that I like it. If I didn't like it, I'd be like, not so sure about this. But here we are anyway. As it turns out, I really love the end effect. You'll see them all together. After I did all of the edges and then went around the sides, I actually show you what they look like all together any second now. Here we go. Look at this. They look rough and cut. Right, here is what I think. Let me know in the chat. If you're on the live chat with me right now, let me know what you think. But here is what I think. I think they look like encased pieces of glass. You know when you're making a necklace or you get some sea glass and you hammer the metal around the gem, the crystal or the sea glass to grip it? That's what I think these look like. Yeah, I do. So completely unplanned. I took the lazy route, but I love the way I've carved those edges real chunky, and I've been able to make it look like it's actually metal. What's the word I'm looking for? Gilding? Gilding. Is that the word? One day I'll have the vocabulary and then you'll all be shocked. But that's what I think they look like. It looks like encasing. Yeah, I'm just going to take a sip of my tea because all these big words. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you like it because, yeah, I really think I would do this again. I would definitely do this again. The alternative, of course, would be to top coat them to avoid getting those sharp lips. And yeah, I really love them. I really think they look zen, they look Japanese, they look very tranquil. Definitely the kind of coaster you need when you're just chilling out, listening to tranquil relaxation music in a spa. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. If you've stayed this long, thank you. The plastic didn't melt. Really happy about that. That was my biggest worry, that the plastic would melt, because the resin does get quite hot when it cures, but yeah, it didn't. And I've got so many plastic plants, but guys, I cannot continue on with the Botanical forever. So yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.